Hey everyone, I am back from having lunch with my mentor. I introduced him a little earlier. His name is John. I met John when I was 18 years old. I got hired at his company as a receptionist. And let me tell you, I was so naive and I was scared. I saw John and he scared the crap out of me. And he was an extremely successful man. The other assistant that was sitting next to me happened to be his daughter, and I had no idea. Her and I became really good friends, and I think it was a year into it that I realized it was his daughter. So that really was the first person that I felt believed in me. And through my relationship with her, I really got to know John on a personal level. And this guy was a hustler, or is still a hustler. He's now retired, but he has so many people in his life that he has personally mentored. And I just highly respect him. And I learned so much from him. The number one thing that I learned from him that still is in my mind and resonates all the time is I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. I'm going to tell you like it is, because there's too many sugarcoaters out there, and that's not the way that you're going to learn. So I always remember that thing. And the number two thing was never burn your bridges. Now that, stayed with me throughout my life. I am now 45 years old, and I still reach out to him for guidance. Like I said, he has mentored so many women. There's another gal who's now become one of my best friends. She's also a highly successful Latina woman. Her name is Aida, so I'm giving her a shout out. She's an amazing, phenomenal woman. And John just loves the mentorship that he's able to give and to cultivate. So I wanted to interview him today to really find out from him what drove him, and when did he feel in his gut and his core that he was a leader. So it was just really interesting to get his perspective today, because I've never sat down with him to really get his story and where did he come from and what drives him. And when he was identifying these people to mentor, what were the things that he picked up on that made him believe that they were going to succeed? And I'd like to share these 5 things with you. 1 was intelligence. Number 2 was personality. Number 3 was ambition. Number 4 was them being really goal-oriented. And number 5 was them being sociable. And obviously we dove into each one of these things, but his perspective was amazing. He said within 10 minutes he would know if this individual was a key person for him to spend his time with and mentor. But drive was really a factor. Obviously he did say that a lot of the stuff that he learned was from him being a platoon leader in Vietnam. And it's really interesting that I've known him for this long, and I've never really had an opportunity to talk to him about his experience in Vietnam. And a lot of this, he did say that he already knew deep down inside that he was a leader from when he was in high school in one thing that he shared with me. But then him going into Vietnam, a lot of the things that he learned and leadership, from a leadership perspective, he got from there. And he, one of the things that stuck with me today from our conversation is you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice, and you have a mission to accomplish. So that is his mindset. He's got a mission to accomplish, and he doesn't have a choice to have fear. The other thing that really made an impact today that he said was, take care of people first, and they will take care of you. So how many people do we go around and say it's all about me, 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 and we forget about the people? So let's step back and start taking care of the people first, because he's right. If we take care of them, they're going to take care of us. How often do we get to sit down with our mentors and dig a little deeper? We're either going to rise up or we're going to fall flat on our face. So which one is it? The key to life, to being successful, is to pay attention. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today, is pay attention. Let's sit down and really dig a little deeper. Let's Sit with the people that we admire the most, that we want to emulate or are emulating, and figure out what is it from them that drove them, number one, and what keeps them going, and what are the top 3 things that they're doing in their life that has made them successful. I encourage you to reach out to your very first mentor and dig a little deeper if you haven't already, but find out what drives them in the very, very core, and then figure out who your next mentor is going to be and start there. Drill down to their trigger and their passion for life. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday, and I'll see you guys all next week.